Right, I just want to start by shitting on all the YouTubers, the YouTube traders who are just using these thumbnail clickbaits in their title, like make 5 grand trading, or I made $2,000 in a week day trading and shit. It's like, and the reason I'm making this video is because I had a friend come to me recently, and people are impressionable, you know? Like, I had this guy, a friend of mine, text me about a week ago. He went to some social networking event, and some guy there told him how he makes bets on a thing called Polymarket, which is like this website you can go on and just bet on anything. You can bet on presidential elections in Nicaragua or anything. Just anything you can imagine, you can bet on it. And this friend of mine, he talked to some guy he knew for a while, and that guy apparently he was a successful, corporate guy. And he told my friend that, oh, I find good bets on Polymarket. I find good risk reward bets that are just obvious bets to make, and I just make them. And at this point, I make more money betting on this website than I do in my current day job. And my friend, he was so impressed by that statement. He came to me and said, look at what this guy said. You need to get on Polymarket right now. We need to get on this right now. And this just reminded me of all those many times along the years when somebody discovered, I don't know, drop shipping for the first time, or e-commerce, or whatever it was that was the trendy thing back then on YouTube that people found out about and wanted to jump on to make some money. Because the thing is, with all these things, people discover them, and the early people who get in first, they of course make a lot of money. And by the time you get the online course on how to do it, it's not as good anymore. But that was just a tangent. What I wanted to say was, when my friend told me, oh, this guy's making more money doing these bets than he makes on his day job, my first question to him was, how much is he betting? Because say you're a successful guy in the United Kingdom, and you're making 5 grand a month cash in hand, so that's 10 grand before tax, roughly, not exactly, but roughly. And so that's like a top 3% income, right? That's someone who's successful, who this guy apparently was. I'm not sure how much he's making, but he was described to me as like a successful corporate guy. So let's put him on 5K. In order for him to be making as much or more as his day job, he'd have to be making 5K plus betting, all right? Okay. And so now my question is, how much are you risking per month in bets in order to make the 5K? Because in order for me to get so excited about betting, like think about the risk. If I want to make 5% per month, say I had a trading strategy that makes me 5% per month, which is, in traditional investments, that's astronomically high. In like Renaissance, the most successful mathematical hedge fund of all times, makes like 66% a year, and they have been doing for like the past 20 years. So 5% a month is astronomical in traditional investment. In crypto, you can get that easily. Now let's go back to betting. Say because trading is betting in a sense. Like gambling and trading, they have a lot of commonality. You have a certain amount of money you're risking, and you have a certain return if it goes well, and you have a certain loss if it doesn't go well. So you can structure gambling as trading. So now let's think about this guy's bets, this guy's gambling as a trade. If you're risking if you have a 5% a month strategy, in order for you to replace your 5K a month income, you need to be risking 100K. For some people, for some lucky people, that's their entire net worth. That's their entire savings. So for you to make the equivalent of your day job salary a month gambling, you'll have to be betting your entire net worth, your entire savings each and every month. Could you sleep at night? Could you sleep at night knowing that, sure, if this goes well, you've just made your salary doing nothing but betting. But if this doesn't go well, you've just set yourself back 3 to 5 to maybe 7 years of hard work, hard grafting, trying to save to reach that number. So my point with all this is anyone who tells you a number when it comes to gambling, betting, or especially trading, when anyone tells you, I made 5K this month betting, your first question should be, how much did you risk? How much did you put in that you were at risk of losing to make that 5K? And if they only give you the number, if they don't tell you the percentage, they're just trying to impress you. They're just maybe trying to scam you, even sell you a course. Guys, don't be gullible. Don't be so easily impressed by these guys trying to sell you how successful they're at what they're doing. Because it's so easy to just throw numbers around. Like, tell me what you did. Tell me how you came up. Tell me how you came up with that trading strategy or that betting strategy. And tell me how much you're risking. And if they're telling you, okay, I risked $1 for the possibility to make $2, then that's what I want to hear. Like a good risk reward ratio. But if you're just gonna come at me with, I made my $5,000 this month. I made $5,000 this month, which is more than my day job doing betting. I'm like, okay, how much of your net worth, how much of your savings, your nest egg, were you risking to do that? Because eventually it will go against you. So how much are you gonna lose when this goes bad for you? You can't keep winning forever. You can't keep winning forever, right? So yeah, this reminds me of all these YouTube trading gurus who just $300 a day, $500 a month or a week. Just shut up. Just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. No, the problem is they do know what they're talking about. They do know how much they're risking. But it's not sexy to talk about that. So, you know. Anyway. Guys, making a lot of money trading is possible and people do it. I say this as someone who comes from a quant background. Like I've worked in an investment bank for 8 years now, and you know, guys make a lot of money. Hedge funds, they make even more. But they do it the smart way. They don't just throw money at some coin and hope it goes up. That's not how real traders do it. Yeah, so just, you know, be careful out there. Be careful out there. Right, peace.